Hey, what's up guys? Kenshi here. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you like that early morning running routine that we do. Let me know if you want more videos of that. I love doing them, so let me know. And so today I did promise you on the previous one with the pinstripe removal that I was going to detail Tia. So that's the day today. We're going to detail the car. I'm going to clay bar and then we're going to wax it. And the clay bar I used is, thank you Elliot. This particular brand is Leo Bro. I got it online. I'll leave the link in the description. And it works pretty well. It's kind of like a no-name brand. I'd rather cheap out on this stuff. I think it was like $10 for a 4-pack rather than buying like a brand name where you just get one clay bar and it's like $30. And then the other thing is, this is what I splurged on for the wax is the Meguiar's Gold Class Carnauba Plus Premium Paste Wax. So this is pretty pricey. I think I paid like maybe $17 for it, but it's definitely worth it. It does a perfect shine. So okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead. I'll head down to the garage and let's do this. Okay guys, so the first step in detailing the car is make sure you wash your car. But instead of using regular car wash, you're actually going to use dish detergent, like the one that you actually use in the kitchen. So the reason why you would use that is that it'll remove all the wax that's built up from before, because that's what you want to do. You want to remove all the wax build-up, and you start a clean slate. And the reason why you want a clay bar is you just run your hand across the car. It's really rough. And this car has been washed already with the detergent, but you can still feel it. So this is the stuff that you can't take off with just a regular mitt, sponge, brush, whatever. So that's why you use a clay bar. Just think of clay bar as like a soft sandpaper, I guess, because it's just very high grit and it'll remove all those little imperfections and everything. So, but you always have to wax after you clay bar. You don't have to always clay bar, but you always have to wax after you clay bar. And so I usually do it twice a year. So in springtime I would wax and clay bar, and then in the fall I would just wax it. But in this case, Tia, I don't know if she's ever been detailed fully, so I'm just gonna do it all. So okay.
Tell them about your van. How many times have you
I've owned the van 2012 since new, and I've never waxed a car. I don't even care about it. So, the next thing is when you have it, you gotta be important that it's you don't want to drop this. If you're using this and you drop it on the ground, just throw it away, because all the dirt will stick on it, and you can't use it because it'll stick on the clay bar, and then when you're wiping, it's gonna scratch the paint. So, and then it comes like this, and what you want to do is once you open it, you want to warm it up in your hand. So I'll have Elliot do this part here. So all you have to do, Elliot, right? Just like an art class, right? Mm-hmm. You just have to like kind of knead it, I guess, warm it up, kind of, so to speak. Just warm play around with it. Just
like play. Yeah, around.
Yeah. And then the other thing you'll need is just a spray bottle, and that you fill with a lot of water, like mostly water and just a tiny drop of this dish detergent. Because what you want to do is the clay bar, you can't just wipe it on the car dry. You always have to lubricate it. So, and you could buy the expensive stuff from like Meguiar's, but you really don't need it. Just a spray bottle, soap and water. Very small amount of soap.
Is that literally just clay?
No, but it's different. Thing? Yeah, it's different type of clay. It actually has an abrasive in it. Like regular clay is smooth, right? Hey, just careful, just don't drop it. Because we don't have that much in there. So. Okay, so once you played around with the clay bar, you get it all malleable, or you want to just get like a nice flat like this. Yeah, get it like just enough surface area, because you're going to be wiping on the car. And then grab your spray bottle. So you spray it down, and try to do the clay bar in sections so you remember. So I'll do this small section right here. And then what you do, instead of like how you do waxing,
waxing, you're in circle, right? So, but with the clay bar, you actually want to go up and down and side to side. And you don't have to put too much.
And what's with waxing? What's the difference?
Oh, waxing you actually do in a circular motion, and we'll show that later here.
It's gonna wet.
Yeah. So you could feel the reason why it's like sticking like that is because it's actually removing, you know, all the.
Oh yeah.
And you don't have to add too much pressure. It's just let it do. It's kind of like using a knife when you're like cutting bread. You know, you let the knife do the work. Same exactly with the clay bar. Just let the clay bar do the work. So you could do it in this way if you want. Just do your own system, but just remember where you are. So you could go up and down, and then side to side after you go up and down, and whatever it is. So you see.
Ew.
So that's all that buildup, contaminants throughout the years, and not sure how long. I know the car was just nasty, right? So I know they took care. I know the car was garage kept when it was in Arkansas. Just not sure when it was in. She lived in New Orleans before that. So once you have this, right, you did a section. It's all nasty. You just beat it in.
Yeah.
Yep, like that, and just make sure you don't drop it.
That's what I do when I play with clay and I accidentally put color on it. I just mush it around.
Okay.
Gets rid of it.
And then the one thing I forgot to remove. Make sure you remove rings because you don't want to scratch your car. But now run your hand in this. Feel it? See?
Oh.
Way different, right?
I still feel some little.
Yeah, but that'll probably be the wax.
Oh yeah.
That'll remove it. But that's crazy how good it is, right? Okay. So we're gonna do the whole car. I'll do a quick time lapse. So it looks like we have a casualty, ladies and gentlemen. We accidentally dropped it on the ground. Yeah, you just have to be careful when you're doing the sides, you know. Like the tops are fine, but when you're doing the side, you're going up and down, left and
I'll show you what
side to side.
happened. So, wiping it right, like I was stretching it back. I put it on it. It didn't move, so I was trying to like push it, and then it just fell from my hands and just slid on the floor.
And also like on the Miatas, you know, they have that rough. Like I think a lot of those 90s, 80s, 90s cars had it's like it doesn't have the clear coat. The bottom is rougher, so that's the part that it gets caught. So just be careful when you're doing that. So yeah, so we have one more side to go, and we'll be done. So, but that's lay garbage. Yeah, so we have to chuck that. Okay, guys. So we did all the sides with the clay bar. We didn't show that side just because you get the idea, right? And once you finish the clay bar, you should rinse the soap off the car. Do like a quick wash, a very quick wash. Dry it out. I didn't show that either. You guys know how to wash the car. If you didn't, watch the other video that I did. And so now to the wax part. What's nice about this, it comes with the pad. And right?
Oh.
Yeah, I love the smell of that.
That actually smells good.
Okay, so you don't need a lot. Just make sure you have enough.
What about me? Do I need one?
No, I only have I have another one, actually, but I just want to show them first. But I do have another.
Okay.
One. Yeah. So this came with it. Most of the wax products you buy does come with the pad. So you get enough in there. And this time when you're applying it, you're doing a circular motion. Yeah. So this you do want somewhat of a pressure, when you're putting this down.
It's like.
Yeah.
That would be like a nice. Who did the Starry Night?
Starry Night.
Does this look cool in the Starry Night? Leonardo da Vinci.
Is it?
No.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh,
Is
yeah.
it?
Van Gogh, Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah. So.
That's it.
Yeah. So you just do this, and what you do is once you have it on, just let it sit. What's up? Excuse me. And you just let it sit. You have to let this dry.
Oh, I love the smell of it.
Yeah, so we're only doing half. We have to let it dry a little, and you'll realize once it's dry, it starts to flake off. You just try to touch a section. Like right now, you could tell it's wet. Once it's dry, it's almost gonna be like kind of like a dry, almost like a chalk. Like it'll leave a little bit. So, okay, we'll be back. Okay, guys. So you could tell when it's dry, right? It gets to be like a haze. No. See? Right? You can see that it's dry. So at that point, get a clean rag. And now you're just gonna wipe off once it's dry. And you're still doing a circular motion, right? But as soon as it, see that? It just brings out the color.
Whoa.
Huh? Is it that
very
smooth?
like
Oh, is it?
Can I try?
Oh, yeah, you have to give effort. It's a say like it kind of fights you a little bit, right?
Mhm.
And then if you think it's dirty, then just flip it over, you know. So we're all done. I had to take it out of the garage just to show you guys. It's way deeper, right? It turned out pretty nice. I might go a step further and do the ceramic coating just to get it, and you know, even the pinstripe is pretty much gone. Yeah, it turned out okay. I don't know. I guess the paint is kind of done, you know. Like, it's not the best paint anymore, so eventually I will paint it. So, but it's good enough. It's protected. It's pretty much garage door, you know. It's kept in the garage anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then, yeah. Okay, guys. Hope you learned something and you enjoyed the video. So, what do they need to do, Elliot?
Press the like button and subscribe.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Love you. Take care. Bye.